and dear trainee officers, distinguished faculty members and mentors, and ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and a warm welcome to all the participants of this meeting. It is a pleasure to be with you today as you conclude the special foundation course at the Dr. Marri Chennareddy Human Resource Development Institute. This ceremony marks the end of a demanding phase of training, but more importantly, it marks the beginning of a life defined by a responsibility, judgment, and public trust. Let me congratulate all of you, 203 officers drawn from multiple services, disciplines and states have completed this course. You come here as engineers, as our Sridhar Babu Garu said, you all have come from various disciplines like engineers, doctors, economists, lawyers, managers, technologists. You live with a shared identity that matters more than any qualification you carried in. You live as public servants. At this stage of life, without talent and credentials, many doors were open to you, but many of your peers choose comfort, speed, and predictability. You choose complexity, you choose accountability, you choose service. That is where you left your mark by choosing this service. That choice deserves respect, not because government service is nobly by default, but because it becomes noble and through the choice you make every single day. Today is not merely a celebration, it is a handover. From now on, files will have faces, numbers will carry names, displays will have consequences. A decision taken casually today may shape someone's life for years. Governance is not about grand intentions. It is about daily judgment under pressure sometimes, often without applause, sometimes without thanks also, and occasionally without complete information. And as many of you will soon discover, sometimes without reliable internet connectivity also. In this fast changing world, what I mean to say, and what must not change, you are entering public service at a moment of a rapid change. Technology is reshaping governance. Social media magnifies both achievement and error also. Global economic, climatic, geopolitical shocks arrive without even any small warning also. Citizens are more informed, more vocal, and far less patient and excuses. So you all have to be very, very cautious. You'll need to learn continuously, unlearn occasionally, and adapt constantly. But in this changing world, three things must remain constant: character, credibility, and compassion. These are not soft values. They are the hardest asset and an officer can build and the easiest to lose. Early in service, it is easy to make mistakes an authority for importance. Please remember this, you do not own power. You hold it in trust from the Constitution, from the law, and ultimately from the people. You are not placed above citizens. You are placed in between policy and reality, between the state and its most vulnerable citizen. Your success will not be measured by how many orders you issue, but how many lives quietly become easier because you were there. Why you are really here, you come from different states, different regions, and different backgrounds. Some of you come from Telangana and others from across the country. You represent different services and different disciplines, yet there is one question that unites you and one that your friends and families have almost certainly asked you by this time. Still, I also would like to ask you, at your age, with global opportunities,